Okay, so explaining the ABBA scenario. First thing we're going to do is we're going to need to draw this customer a picture. Say, let them know, okay, the toilet goes here, right? And then it goes into this, which is called a closet bin, which is going to go into sanitary T, right? Now, in this case, we have back-to-back toilets, which means we have two of the same thing. Good thing I draw better on paper than I do on a grease board, right? So we have two of these. Then they go down into a combo that then goes out into the rest of the line. The blockage is going to be out here someplace. Now, these are 4-inch, then it goes down into 3-inch, and then it goes back into 4-inch, right? So now there's a couple of problems with this scenario. One is that the cable will have a tendency to want to go from here and then go through this side and go back up without going down. Happens all the time. The other thing is that since I have a limited of 3 inches here, the biggest blade that I could possibly use is a 2.5-inch blade. That's the biggest blade that'll fit in there. Which means when I come down and attack the clog in the 4-inch pipe, the best thing I can do is put a 2.5-inch hole in a 4-inch clog. That said, assuming that I can find a way to make the drop and get to the blockage and get the blade to clear the blockage, it's, it should get you flowing, okay? But it's by no means any kind of a real repair, okay? The other thing too is that, I have to remove both toilets, obviously. Hold on, the phone's ringing on me. I have to remove both toilets to make sure that I don't break the other one. And the other bad thing about it is I have to bring my filthy sewer line machine into your bathroom, which I don't like to do, right? So there is a second option. That second option would be, well, since the best way to access a blockage is through a cleanout, we create a cleanout. So what we do is, just outside of your home, we're going to excavate to expose a section of that pipe. Then we can take section of that pipe out and install a cleanout, and it's actually going to be a two-way cleanout so that we can run the cable forward or backwards depending on where it's needed. 90% of the time at least it's out here. The other good thing about the cleanout is, number one, I don't have to pull any toilets, I don't have to do anything inside of the bathroom, right, which means it gets to stay nice and clean. And the other thing is it's a 4-inch cleanout, which means I can do a, could you silence that for me, please? Just press one of the volume buttons. Thank you. Which means that I can run a 3.5-inch blade to clear that 4-inch clog rather than just a 2.5-inch blade. Now, the other benefit as well is that once I'm done, I can run a camera, so I can see exactly what's going on, which means you have the data that you need to make an intelligent decision as to whether or not you want to get an actual permanent repair done. Remember, this is just an access, it's not going to fix it. Okay? And finally, the last benefit is that in the future, if you do have a main line back up again, then the sewage is going to come out of here, not into your bathtub or flooding down into your crawl space. Okay? Now, to do the clean out, keep in mind that we do want to pull permits, get inspection on this, which is for your protection. That way you know that we did a good job. So parts, labor, permits, and inspection is $2,870 out the door. And they're going to say, holy crap, how much is the other one? Okay, so the other way, remember, pulling both toilets, running my same machine but with a 2.5-inch blade, hopefully making the drop, getting down there and poking a hole in that clog to get you draining again. It's only $415. Which way would you like to go today?
$450.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Understand, there's no guarantee I'm going to make that drop or even reach the clog. So at some point, I might be coming back asking you, are you sure you don't want to do that clean out?
There's any guarantee on the clean outside?
Guarantee?
Yeah.
Depends on what you want me to guarantee. Let me ask you this. What is the result that you're looking for today, besides obviously getting the toilets to flush?
I don't want to get this problem again in like 10 years.
Okay, so you don't want to have to be able, because this sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Well, the thing about it is, getting this in here there's no guarantee, put it this way, there's no guarantee that I'm gonna even know what the problem is without getting a clean out. Because if I'm gonna have a hard time getting a cable down here, imagine trying to get a camera down there. Right? So even if I do get it clear, running a camera, doing a locate, and figuring out where the repair is gonna be is tough. Doing it from here, easy peasy. Not a problem.
How much was that one you said?
2863?
You said 2870.
Yeah, I know, but usually I write it down, and right now it's like in the middle of
Wasn't
this.
that
Hold
being
on.
very